Hello and welcome to James Gems. Today we've got an unbagging with a difference. This bag of jewellery was given to me by a lovely friend called Vicky to do with as I like. She no longer wears any of it, so it's to be upcycled, repurposed and reused. So let's get in there and see what we can find and see what we can make out of it. Grab it out of the bag. There we go. Right. First of all, we've got an empty box, which is always so useful for popping rings in, and a bit of a tangle. Oh, look at the glass beads on. Look at these glass hearts. They're foil lined inside. Really, really pretty. And another heart. Ah, oh, that's a lovely bracelet. It's got some lovely elements on it. Lovely elements on it. We'll definitely cut that one up and reuse lots of those parts. That's a really good start. Next we've got another tangle. Actually, let's take out what we can get out. A wooden that's how it goes. Well, some lovely seed beads on here. They can all be reused. And a wooden pendant and I think that's dyed mother of pearl. It's got some marks on it, so I have to see if that one will clean up. But some lovely green seed beads. That'll get cut up. Oh, that's not sure. Well, that could become a pendant, couldn't it? Yeah, very unusual. Large, chunky wooden beads with a vintage clasp. Lovely old clasp. Big, chunky beads. Some of them have got some wear and scratches to them, but I wonder if they'd actually polish up quite well. We'll give them a polish, see how they look, and if not, we'll cut them up and see which ones we can reuse. And a tangulation as a simple necklace with acrylic beads on. Those beads can be cast up and reused. Oh, that's quite nice. It's only it is acrylic, but it's a very pretty pendant. Again, with acrylic beads. Very pretty though. I do like this enamelled flower. And there's some other enamelled pieces in the same colour tone. So you have a little think about what we can do with that when I can separate it from this one. There we go. Oh, these are lovely beads. They've got some weight to them. Yep, they're glass. Aren't they lovely? Graduated beads, glass. Yeah, no clasp on that one, but they're really nice. think about what I can do with those. And this pink necklace, graduated beads again, glass again, exactly the same style as the green one. Very nice hot pink. You don't want to come out yet, do you? Let's take out. Oh, that flower looks like it matches the white flowers on the necklace we had earlier on. That's a fun, funky ring, isn't it? And quite, oh, perfect size for me. Yep, we'll sell that one just as it is. And next we have, this feels like it. I was thinking that was going to be a magnetic clasp. No, I'm not sure. No, that's not a clasp. There's not a clasp. Well, well, that's a bit odd. There's no clasp, and that isn't a magnetic clasp. Go on. If you know how this was worn, please do tell me in the comments. I'll have to ask Vicky. But that's definitely one that can be cut up. The beads look okay, so we can cut that up and reuse that one. Oh, look at that funky ring. Multicolours. That's rather fab. I'll sell that one just as it is. A purple enamelled pendant. That needs a little bit of straightening out, and that can go onto a chain. This is a really oh, look at this little elephant. Oh, he's so cute. And there's a Hamza hand. A few pieces on here that are a little bit worn. Don't know if they'll clean up. Yeah, these beads are the silver plates come off them, but we'll definitely have the elephant and the Hamza hand off that. Yep, loose beads. We'll find out where they've come from in a minute. Oh, look at that. That's really pretty as well. The chain's quite tarnished. We could upgrade, all the stones are there. We can definitely upgrade that onto a newer chain, and that can be sold as it is. Oh, there's another one. Oh, these are pretty beads. Although they're acrylic, they're very faceted. That was a, where's that from? Next. Pretty, very pretty. Might try and sell that as it is, and if it won't sell as it is, we'll cut that up. Oh, that's where these beads have come from. One of these tassels, one of the leaves has come off, and they're acrylic, but look like gemstones. Quite convincing. We'll have a little go, see what we can do with that. Oh, that's quite a large ring. That looks like a tiger's eye. Definitely does look like a tiger's eye. Not silver, but very pretty. Like the, what are they called? Wings, arms, very pretty. That can be sold as it is. That has probably come off one of the necklaces. Oh, a glass snake. Oh, isn't he fabulous? Needs a bit of a clean, but he doesn't feel like he's chipped. Oh, isn't he great? Well, he can certainly be elevated onto a chain. He's beautiful. What's in here? Oh. Y-shaped necklace by the look of it. A Y-shaped rhinestone necklace. Looks like the very tip of it has broken off here, but could probably do something to make them both the same length, or just trim off that piece of metal so it doesn't look broken. Oh, it's from Claire's Accessories. And one earring. No, only one earring. Right. Very pretty. Yep, we'll sort that one out. A butterfly. That just needs a little bit of a clean, with a little bit of turquoise. Needs a bit of a clean, and the chain is very discoloured, but we can reuse that butterfly, definitely. More acrylic beads with seed beads. Very pretty, very pretty. This is just one that slips over the head. Lots of sea beads in a gorgeous, gorgeous aqua colour. That's very pretty. Have a think about that one. Oh, look at this fella. His little frog. Oh, isn't he sweet? He's sweet. He just needs a clean, and he's on a tatty piece of cord, so we'll elevate him to a chain and give him a good clean. He's gorgeous. Oh, found the other earring. There you go. Oh, that's fantastic. I'll make a set out of that again. Definite tangliation here. I think you need to be undone. This is a next necklace. Oh, excuse me. A next necklace. With gorgeous, these are glass beads. 3 gorgeous glass beads on there. Very nice. Some of this metal work, I don't know if you can see, is tarnished and the plate's rubbed off. So that one will have to have those beads off of there. Oh, isn't that pretty? That's another one to be upcycled. And then we have a very long black beaded necklace. Actually 2 very long black beaded necklace. These beads are fused onto the cord, which means that they're very well, it's impossible to reuse them really, which is a shame, but they can be resold as they are. Well, Vicky, thank you ever so much. That was absolutely brilliant. If you carry on watching the video, I will upcycle a few of these bits in front of your very eyes. I'm just going to grab a cup of coffee, put my thinking hat on and decide what I'm going to do. So, back in a moment. Hi there, I'm back. Just give you an update on how I've been getting on. I moved the glass snake onto a velvet choker. I've used a really large copper junk ring, which really goes well with the copper in his body, and I think that that is now quite a nice piece. So, yeah, there's one ready to sell. This necklace, which I couldn't work out how it worked, I kind of got the feeling that it should be a choker with that in the middle. Well, that's what I've decided it's going to be. So I have added a clasp and quite a long extension cord with a pearl from my stash of the same size as these pearls, and now it can be worn as a choker, which I think looks quite nice. So that's ready to go. I managed to find a bronzy looking chain to go with this purple enamelled pendant. So that's ready to be worn, and giving that a clean up. This necklace with aqua beads, which is just a little slip-on necklace, I've decided to try and sell as it is. It's got lovely coloured beads on it and be great for the summer, so we'll see if that goes, and if not, that can come back home and be cut up. I found a chain for this. This is quite a black sort of gunmetal grey type colour, but I did manage to find in my stash a chain that coordinates with it quite well, so that's now ready to be sold. The rings can be sold as they are. This necklace has had a good clean. The ear posts have been cleaned on the sparkly earrings, and I've trimmed the broken part from here, and now it just looks like an asymmetrical dangle. So hopefully that will sell. This mother of pearl, dyed mother of pearl piece, I couldn't get to clean up at all. It just wasn't working. So I've took the pendant off the necklace and found from my stash a lime green glass faceted pendant, which I think goes very nicely with it. So that's now ready to go. A nice sort of just beyond choker length summer colour necklace. I also had to change the clasp out on that one because the clasp was just faulty. So that's got a new clasp, and that's now ready to go. The little frog has had a clean up, and I've been through almost every chain in my stash and none of them looked right. I think this one needs to go onto a ribbon or a choker, something quite wide. So I'll get my thinking cap on and probably order a new choker for that to fit on. These green beads are going to be used. I don't know if you've seen on YouTube and TikTok, there's a bit of a craze for making beaded potted plants. If you haven't, keep watching this space because I'm going to have a go. So I'm going to save these green beads and the beads from this broken necklace, which is falling apart. These beads, I'm going to save those for that little project. So that's how I got on so far. And let's try and do a few bits together. These are the pieces I've got left, and because this style of necklace, this Y-shaped style of necklace, is not selling very well at the moment in the shop, I thought that some of these could be upcycled perfectly into bag charms. Don't know what you think, but let's get them cut up. Well, that's the bracelet with the green hearts cut up, and we've got lots of large jump rings, some smaller silvery beads, and some larger silvery beads. Let's keep going. Okay, first one. I've got some keyring bag charm blanks, and I've made a little pile of jump rings because I'm sure I'll need some more. I thought, first one, we could use this turquoise piece. What I thought was that it would look really nice with a heart in the middle. So I'll pop this heart over there. Let me know in the comments what you think, how you would have done this, but let's take that jump up there, put that one there, and close that up. I always like the look of turquoise colours with silver. So that can help itself and go through there. And then just open this jump ring. It's rather a large one. Put that on the last hole and close it up. There we go. And then I thought I'd put some silver bits onto these bits of chain here. Use some of these dangles. Oh, there's another heart. Should we put the other heart on? What do you think? Yeah, we could do, couldn't we? Why not? Let's have two hearts on there. Get those closed up. Give it a wiggle and a pinch. And then, like I say, use some of these jump rings and put some of these dangles. Rather splitting the jump ring. Pop some of these dangles on the chain. Always when you're on camera. Sorry, pinged that off. It's working at an odd angle. I think that's a little pineapple shape. I don't know. What do you think? I'll give it a good few charms on here. Make it a, oh no, there's a little shell shaped one. Pop that on there. Just intend to fill this chain up with charms. There we go. I'm not quite sure what the shape is. I don't know about you, but I always liked my bag charms to be quite dangly and full. Probably very old-fashioned in that, but we like what we like. And if a customer said that they just wanted, say, just like one heart on it, then you could easily do that. one on that loop of chain. And let's have a little look. What do we think? Well, I've got 2 of those on there, 2 pineapple-y things. What do you think? We put another shell on. Need a bit more open. Pop another shell on. Come on, you. Okay, wiggle you up and get you closed. There. What do you think? That makes an interesting bag charm. And of course, the advantage is if it doesn't sell, just take it apart and make it into something else. Right, there's another one done. Okay, next, let's deal with the bits from this necklace and see if we can make a bag charm out of those. I'm going to put the big flower at the bottom. And fill in the chains with the other little bits. Make a pretty keyring bag charm. Need to take my glasses off. Wear glasses for driving, but you end up just leaving them on all the time, so that I can see the so that I can see the TV. I struggle to do this on camera because I'm working at such an unusual angle for me. Something I'm sure a lot of YouTubers really have to get used to. I've got a box of old jump rings and they're all slightly different sizes, but with a project like this I don't think it really matters. It's just a good way of using up odd jump rings. Oh, I've left the loop of that one open. Let's get it closed up nice and tight. That one comes with a jump ring. So if I can find it opening. ran away. Just keep filling this up. Of course, it's one of the hottest days of the year, and I've got all my lights on, so that makes it harder to do. Getting there. I really like these flowers. If there had been a pair of them, there would have been a pair of earrings. Put this one right at the top so you can see it. Oops. It's getting full. I think we'll have a couple of these little sparkly ones. A nice fold angle. Still probably get a couple more in there. I was hoping that I could use all of these, but doesn't look like it. Another sparkly one. What do we think? Leave it there. Not going to get many more in there. That's a nice full dangly key thing. And of course you can always take this key ring off and just thread this onto the bag charm if you'd prefer. Right, that's another job jobbed. And I've got these blue and purple beads to make into a another bag charm. And one last upcycle. There was this beautiful glass beads, cat's eye beads, but the silver has worn away on the parts in between. So let's have those beads and make a bracelet. I've lost my wire cutters. There they are. I'm not going to save the chain because it's very discoloured. Give that little cut. And see what beads we have that we can reuse. We've got these 3 pink beads. And from the bracelet we cut up earlier, we've got these rather nice silver beads. Now I wonder if we'd be better off making a pattern that is 2s and 2s. cords weren't working for the bracelet. So I've been in my stash and I found this incredibly small, outstretched glass bracelet, which has got quite sparkly beads. And I thought that that might go with it very well. So let's take this apart and see if it'll make a nicer bracelet. All the beads into here. Right. Let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try 8 there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. And what we could do, just to elevate it a little bit more, is I've got some gold spacer beads left over from another project. I could put a gold spacer bead either side of the pink bead. That might work. Shall we get a piece of wire and see what it actually looks like? Bead stopper on the end. Let's give it a go. Spacer bead first. Spacer bead. Pink bead. Spacer bead. 1, 2, 3, can't see the hole, 4. So what, let's do a gold bead, do as big as I can. One, 2, 3, 4. Gold bead. Pink glass bead. Gold spacer bead. Let's have a little look at the pattern. Oh, I like that much better. Let's hope it's long enough to go around a wrist. I've always got some more spacer beads. We could also add a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop another little gold bead in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spacer bead. Pink bead. Spacer bead. 1, 2, 3. The number of times I make bracelets and I take them apart again because they're too long, too short. Getting the right number of beads to get the right length. Right, how's that? That actually looks a bit long. Let's have a little look. That's not too bad. See where we are on the bead cone. Let's bring my bead stopper up closer. Let's see where we're at on the bead cone. That's at about 18.5 centimetres. Yeah, about 18.5 centimetres. Of course, I always work in old money. But I think that looks okay. What do you think? Let's tie it up, and that's another upcycle. I think that looks quite pretty. What do you guys think? I think the little glass gold spacer beads just lift it slightly. Yep, pleased with that. Well, I hope you like all the things that we've made today. I've got lots of bits and pieces now to add to my stash that I'll use at some point in the future. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.